Curry into Hammond, bowled him off the inside edge. He tried to let it go, and the ball has just glanced off his bat and onto leg stump.
Scriven is in, short, pulled, and pulled very nicely indeed by Price. Saw it very early, and Scriven just doesn't quite have that. Mike bowls, short, pulled very, very effectively and firmly through mid-wicket for 4. Well, Price has played that shot twice this morning, once off.
Everybody else got out at the other end. Hull bowl, short, pulled, smashed backward of square on the leg side for 4 by Price. He's so good at finding that gap.
Finished the over, round the wicket, pulled, hit a short ball down to long leg, and Hull running away to his left, sort of got a hand to it as he tumbled, but it sort of burst through the hand and over the ropes, so Price picks up 4.
Hull in round the wicket, bowls, short, pulled dismissively for 4 through mid-wicket. It didn't get up very much, but actually that almost made it a harder shot for Price, because he set himself thinking he was going to have to pull it around about chest high, and then
round the wicket to the left-handed Bracey, slightly leg-sidey, whipped by Bracey down towards fine leg, and for 4 actually. Running round, Rishi Patel seemed to have got... Mike is in, bowls, Bracey's whipped that one high over the leg side and into the orange seats, in fact over the orange seats for 6. So comes in, bowls to Bracey, who's chipped him over mid-wicket, and it bounces about 15 yards inside the ropes, but it has enough momentum to cross those ropes with Hill running back to pick it up, so 4 more.
He sort of noted down exactly how many overs they've bowled so far, but that's a full toss from Rehan Ahmed, and that is ripe for the paddling, which is what Price has done. Just set the bat angle, use the pace. Rehan Ahmed bowls, reverse sweep, he's bowled! As Price tries the sort of paddle reverse, I think he didn't.
Round the wicket to James Bracey, who plays firmly and nicely through mid-wicket. The sprawling Hill can't get there. Thought he was going to. That's a first. In goes Mike and bowls full, driven for 4 as well by Van Buren. Scrambling across to his left, Harry Swindles couldn't get there. Needed an extra foot to the right-hander, and it's slapped away by Van Buren for 4. It was just wide. It was a bit of a nothing delivery. And Van Buren just could step across and Hull bowls. Van Buren drives 4 more. Overpitched. Again, no great obvious sort of effort from Van Buren. It was just there to be put away, and unfussily, as with the previous delivery. Kimber bowls short and a little bit wide, and beautifully waited for and dabbed down to third man for 4 by Van Buren. Again, didn't try and overhit it, just waited. Kimber bowls, drops short, little paddle sweep for 4 more. I suspect no one's going to chase that one down to fine leg. Again, really cleverly played by Van Buren. In he goes, bowls, that's a better delivery, but again, neatly played by Van Buren. Just waited for it, dabs it down to third man, and again, went finer this time, and Patel couldn't chase it down. So 3 boundaries in that over, all beautifully, delicately played by Van Buren.
Last ball of the over. Bracey plays late, cuts it away for a boundary, and that will take him up to 49, so on the verge of another.
Before lunch, it is. In goes Kimber, bowls, Bracey goes back, and that is the single he needed for his 50. Just dabs it through square leg out towards Rishi Patel on the boundary, and raises his bat to the delighted Gloucestershire balcony. The pavilion end, and is immediately driven away pleasantly by Bracey for 4. Had to reach for it a little bit, but although there is a sweeper out there on the offside boundary in the county championship and other trophies, that's another 4 beautifully played by Bracey, on driven this time. Ahmed gave it a little bit of air. He just waited for it and hit it firmly.
Be roasting the next couple of days potentially. Scott Curry bowling. Bracey picks him up over the leg side and for 6 runs. Greets Scott Curry back into the attack. This is Nick this time, is it? Yeah, gone. Bracey will not get to his 100. Another full wide ball from Curry, and you could hear the nick from here.
In. Bowl short, and has got hold of that one, Webster. It wasn't particularly...
Kimber bowls down the pitch. Van Buren down the ground it goes, and over the head of Long On for 6. It kept him interested for a while, but it is another 100 for Graham Van Buren. It's his first this year.
Ahmed bowls, hit up into the air. Who's underneath it? Is anybody going to get there? No. Yes, he did get there. Brilliant work by Rishi Patel. Swung up off the top edge. Well, different postcode. In goes Ahmed, and that one is hit up into the air, over mid-wicket and onto and over the roof of the meet. It is going to be onto the roof.
Something I certainly did not think I would see. This has been clubbed into the onside from Middleton, and for 6. That was certainly much more like the connection.
Number 5 on his back is in and bowls, and Harris is off the mark. It's a delivery that he can clip away nicely off his legs, stylishly played, and that has the legs to get to the distant mid-wicket boundary. Lovely, wristy, classy.
Taylor in and bowls. Harris struck on the pad, given out, LBW. Leicestershire have lost an early one. Matt Taylor has struck.
Bowls, looking to drive is Patel. Now he's got the way down to third man and will pick up 4, but it was in the air for a long time. He reached for the wide one, didn't get to the pitch of the ball.
Taylor bowls, full toss, driven by Kimber through straight mid off for 4. That got the treatment that it was asking for. Taylor round the wicket, bowls to Kimber, who drives in the air just past the sprawl of Matt Taylor in his follow through. It will go down to the boundary for 4.
Runs in and bowls onto the legs of Louis Kimber, who clips him neatly away down towards the deep mid-wicket boundary. Oh, good work down there. Oh no, it had just crossed the ropes, I thought. Running down that boundary. His brother goes in and bowls to Louis Kimber. Might pick up 4 more there. Thick outside edge along the ground. It's going to run down to third man, and there not being anybody fielding down there at third. Runs in and bowls, full toss that's hit in the air, but over the leaping Middleton, who's momentarily interested. Punched away really by Louis Kimber. Runs in and bowls, again hit in the air by Louis Kimber, but beautiful piece of timing. Drift as well, goes in and bowls, that too full. Driven by Kimber out towards mid-on, who should have thought have got there, didn't, and it's run down over the ropes.
Really trying to squeeze with Webster bowling, and that is edged, but it is probably short of where a second slip would have been. However, it will give Gloucestershire some food for thought with that. Last ball, Webster bowls full, it's driven, that's a good shot. Pierces the gap between extra cover and mid-off. He was just, by the looks of things, waiting for that one that was just that fraction fuller.
In, bowls, quicker ball, peel for leg before he's gone, he went back, it skidded onto him, maybe it was that deliberately bowled ball. Is in and bowls into the air, comes off the pad, he's gone first ball, he's been given first ball. It was full, I think it was almost a full toss. He tried to play it down into the ground, whether he played it down into his foot and it lobbed up to short leg. That waits with bat raised. He's moved on to 39 now as Middleton goes in, drops short, and he's going to put that one away, and that is a genuine long hop that Patel went back and with great glee and huge violence smashed it over the meat.
Which means that his sort of preparation with his bat is actually outside the off stump. Shaw bowls full and has been given out. LBW has Hanscom. Shaw gets another wicket with that Yorker.
Webster is in, bowls. Patel is getting his 50. He just turns that one off his legs down towards deep backwards square. You hear the approving applause from the Leicestershire balcony below us. Raises his bat to the balcony and to the crowd, a fair few of whom have stayed. Webster is in, bounced, edged, gone, caught behind. Webster has his first wicket. Rahan Ahmed sparred away without moving his feet, got the edge, lifting delivery, comfortable take for Bracey. Patel defends on off stump, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of another hugely interesting, entertaining, absorbing, whatever you like to use, day of county cricket.